Welcome to Amazing Buys, where we discuss shopping, fragrance, and do reviews. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and let's see what's new at Burlington. A lot of people talk about Banana Republic being an affordable fragrance brand. I don't see Midnight Hour that often. My store still has lots of Kamra Kawa going for $32.99. If you're unfamiliar with this, it smells like Kamra but more feminine and with a coffee note. Lots and lots of lattafa bourbon Assad. I have heard mixed reviews about this, but mostly positive from guys at least. I'm seeing more and more of Dolce & Gabbana's King fragrances at Burlington and lots of Yara candy. I did a review of this during my live recently. I do think it's a good fragrance if you like candy strawberry scents. Since I'm going over a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, I will put at the bottom what I think it's a dupe of or what at least is compared to. This also seems to be compared to Bianco Latte, but Hakim seems to be compared to Kilian Angel Share. This next Lattafa fragrance called Abrage is going for $29.99. That is a popular designer fragrance that is being compared to. I always find Arabian body sprays at Burlington going for $7.99, sometimes cheaper, but again, I always say this, buy at your own risk because I heard a lot of mixed reviews. For this Lattafa fragrance going for $16.99, I think it's pronounced Sucrad, and this is a Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio Profumo dupe. This next perfume is a Forever 21 dupe. I'm sorry about how it looks. I think they should have did a different color scheme for the box, but it's going for $11.99. That says matcha lemonade. It has the notes on the back. I'll try to darken it so you guys can see. I went over this dupe brand before, but this is obviously a Le Labo Santal 33 dupe going for $12.99. Plenty of Yara Tous, which was the tropical mango one in the Yara collection going for $19.99. Ooh, this Lattafa Victoria is actually a dupe of Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so comment below if you've ever tried this. It's going for $39.99. This is another Forever 21 fragrance. It's called Berries and Cream. While this does sound good and it's affordable for $11.99, I never tried these particular Forever 21 fragrances, so comment below if you had. So far, I just found Berries and Cream and Matcha and Lemonade. I'm not gonna lie, the colors on this box hurt my eyes too. I don't know what they were thinking. That was Lattafa Teriyaki down there, lots of it, and Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. They also have the intense version. Again, not a direct dupe, but I have heard that people compared it to Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. When it comes to Jimmy Choo, I feel like you can always find them in Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls, and it's a decent brand. I feel like teens all the way up to, adults can wear that. Here are more Arabian body sprays, and that Honor and Glory one, later on I'm going to show you that they actually have the fragrance bottle in stores. I did a review on my live. That one is definitely one to try out, but that one that looks like it has a horn on the front, I've actually seen that in perfume stores, but I've never got a chance to try it. I don't think I've ever seen this pink body spray before, but it's going for $8.99. Again, they do have a lot to choose from. Now this Brioche Vanille, I heard this isn't a safe blind buy. This is going for $29.99. A lot of people have compared it to Kiali 28 with a huge smoky incense presence like of replicas by the fireplace. So you have been warned. I haven't smelled it myself, but they say it is a powerhouse. Okay, next up we have Hayati Enta, which is supposed to be a dupe of Paco Rabanne's Invictus. That is a popular fragrance. I haven't smelled this myself, but for $19.99, that is a good deal if it actually does smell like Invictus. Now, this is what I did a review on in my live. I cannot believe I found this in Burlington for $24.99. This not only is a great deal, but this went viral, and for good reason. Check out my live. I did a review on it. Next up is Lattafa's On Gum going for $39.99. This supposedly is a dupe of Burberry Goddess, and they actually had Polo 67. This is another one I did a live review on, so check out that live video if you haven't already. I found another Lumen Duo set. It has two fragrances in there that's called Golden Hour and Lazy Afternoon. Haven't smelled this one either, but it does sound nice and it's only going for $12.99. I don't think I've seen this lattafa fragrance before, but it's supposed to be a Creed Aventus dupe, only going for $16.99. That sounds interesting. I feel like Hawas has been trending for a while. They have a new tropical one that came out that I talked about in another video, but this is a dupe of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua, going for $29.99. The one next to it is also a dupe, and I cannot pronounce that, but it's also a Royal Blends dupe. I've seen a couple of people talk about this before. It's kind of interesting, but I've heard good things. Ragba is a straight smoky woody fragrance that I did a review on the past, so beware if you're buying that room spray. You have to love smoky incense type of fragrances. On this particular day, they had lots of room sprays. Sabrina Carpenter, they had Sol de Janeiro dupes, Lumen, Ariana Grande. I mentioned this Sol de Janeiro dupe before, and it actually is pretty close to the real thing. I just wanted to take a look at Burlington's hats that they have, and it's actually not bad. It's pretty affordable, and their art selection is always nice. I love their wall canvases. I always take a look at there before I leave. Lots of nice room decor. Random question, do you guys ever eat the snacks that are at Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls? I always get nervous of how long they might have been sitting in a warehouse. Not that they're expired or anything, but I've never tried them. So yeah, this is just a look at the snacks that they have. Always wanted to try turtle chips though. Okay, that is it for my walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping.